In the previous section, we learned all the properties that can be used with the Flex container. And in this section, we will learn all the properties that can be used with Flex items. So in this video, we will learn about the Flex Grow property. This property gives an element the ability to grow. It accepts a unitless positive value like 1 or 2 that serves as a proportion. And with this property, you can tell the Flex item what is the amount of available space that it can take. So here, in my HTML document, I have a container that has a class of Flex container. And in CSS, we set its display property to Flex. So now this element is a Flex container and children are Flex items. So we can see in the markup, its children are having a class name of Flex item. So if you go to CSS and target these Flex items and try to set their Flex Grow to 0, well, nothing happened. That's because 0 is the default value to this property, which basically means that the element will not grow. But here, if we give it a value of 1, now the remaining space in the container will be distributed equally to all Flex items. Or if you say 2, also it will have the same effects. That's because all Flex items are having the same value of Flex Grow. Therefore, they will have the same growth. But what if you wanted to make one of these Flex items to grow more than the others? Well, you can do this, but first let's go to our HTML document and give it an ID so we can target it in CSS. So now let's go to the styling and write the selector that targets that specific element, and here within this declaration block, let's say Flex Grow and give it a higher value. So now you can notice that this element is taking more of the remaining space than the other Flex items, and that's because it is having a bigger Flex Grow value. But if you give it, for example, a smaller value, now it will be smaller than the other Flex items.